Hey book nerds, I'm Sara and it's time for another episode of Past the Pages. Past the Pages is a series of videos in which I talk all about the writing and publishing world. Today I'm going to talk about what to expect in a pitch appointment at a writer's conference. For those of you who don't know, pitch appointments at writers' conferences are a chance for authors to have one-on-one time with editors and agents. Conferences can be very pricey, but sometimes the cost is well worth it when you are getting that one-on-one face time with an editor or an agent. I actually met my agent Jim Hart at a writers' conference, so I definitely am somebody who can attest to the value of going to a writers' conference and having a pitch appointment. Pitch appointments can be very nerve-wracking. You are going before someone, asking them to take a look at your book. You are putting yourself out there, and that is a very scary thing. Pitching in person is a lot harder than querying because you don't get to edit over and over what you're going to say. However, you can do a few things to prepare for appointments like these. First, do your research. Know who you are pitching to. Conference websites oftentimes have information on the editors and agents who will be available for appointments. Before the conference, decide who you want to pitch to. Make sure that the editor or agent you are meeting with actually wants the genre you are writing in. Conference websites should have information on what agents are looking for, what they aren't looking for, and what they require you to bring in an appointment, from a proposal to sample chapters. Before you go to the conference, make sure you have plenty of sample chapters and proposals, or whatever the agents require, to take with you. I suggest taking at least 10 copies with you because you never know what's going to happen. Also, take a jump drive or your laptop or some other way to pull up the file of that in case something does happen to the copies you printed out, so you can print it out from the conference hotel. The next thing to do is practice before you pitch. Be plenty prepared. This is just like a job interview, and you want to be as smooth and calm as possible. Practice in front of your mirror, practice with a critique partner, practice with a family member. Get used to saying your pitch over and over and over in as natural a conversational way as possible, and that will come off also as professional, and the agent or editor will appreciate that. Don't forget to dress professionally. You often hear dress for the job you want. Well, as writers, we tend to go to work in our pajamas quite often. Don't wear pajamas to your pitch appointment, guys. Definitely dress the part. If you don't have a suit, don't worry about it. A nice blouse and slacks or a skirt for women, and a nice shirt, maybe even a tie and slacks for men, is perfectly acceptable. When you are going to your appointment, don't be bogged down with tote bags and free copies of books and coffee cups. Leave those things with a friend or drop them off in your room before you go to your appointment. What I did at my first writers conference when I was pitching Unblemished to agents was take a small thin folder like this one that has pockets on the inside, and it even has little slots right here, if you can see, for a business card. And what I did is I would just take that folder into the appointment with me. I had my sample chapters in it, I had my proposal in it, and my business card. And then that way, if the editor or agent was interested in taking those samples with them, I could just actually hand them the folder, so it was all collected, no kind of staples or paper clips or anything to worry about. They had it all in one place. When you sit down to talk to the editor or agent, introduce yourself first. Tell them why you wanted to pitch to them, and then you can go into your pitch. What I was taught to do when I was pitching was to start with the story question. When I was pitching Unblemished, my story question was, what if the ugly birthmark you always thought was a curse was the key to another realm's salvation? A question is a great way to pique the agent's interest. They might ask to hear more. Then you can go into your longer elevator pitch, talking about the storyline and your main character and just the different points of the story to get them interested. Show enthusiasm about your story and give the agent time to respond. A good way to end your pitch would be to say something like, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Then you are opening up for conversation with the agent. Even if the agent or editor is not interested in your story, that little bit of extra time in your pitch session is a good time to get feedback. If you have extra time left over, you can ask them, hey, could you give me feedback on my pitch, or something that I could have done better to pitch to you? And they are happy to do that. Whether the agent or editor wants more from you or not, always thank them at the end. Again, you want to make a professional and good impression on them. You never know if that editor or agent will be your future editor or agent, or if they will be a contact, if they will be someone who you can network with or a resource for the future. Always, always, always leave your appointment on good terms. Don't storm out. don't get upset if they don't want to hear your story. It doesn't mean your story's not good. It just means it's not what they're looking for. It's not right for them. I really hope this video has helped you guys get prepared for any writers conferences you might be going to. I know I'm super excited about my big writers conference coming up in Nashville in August. I can't wait to see all my author friends and meet my entire publishing team from Thomas Nelson HarperCollins. Thank you guys so much for watching. Down in the comments below, let me know, have you ever been to a writers conference? Do you have any tips for pitch sessions that I did not address here? Let me know in the comments below and we'll chat it up. And until next time, happy reading.